My future sister-in-law just self-invited herself to my bachelorette trip when we don't even know each other like that. Posted by you/coffee no please? Apologies in advance for the paragraphs, just looking for a gut check here to see if I'm being a bridezilla and to get perspective on how best to navigate this situation. I, 31F, am marrying James, 36M, next year. His brother Matt, 34M, has been married to Paula, 34F, since before I met James. Paula is very nice, and we get along well when I see her, which is once a year during the holidays, as we live across the country from James's brother, sister-in-law, and parents. But we aren't close for the rest of the year. We have very different interests and lives, and we just don't really keep in touch. We FaceTime James's family every Sunday when Matt, Paula, and my future father-in-law/mother-in-law all get together for dinner, and Paula will usually say hi and then go back to whatever she's doing. Paula and I exchange happy birthday texts on our birthdays, and occasionally, she'll heart react a photo in the family group text. That's about the extent of our relationship. This is all completely okay with me. I don't feel the need to force a closeness that isn't there, and as I said, we all get along great when we go home for the holidays. I'm in the middle of planning my bachelorette trip. We're not doing a bridal party or groomsmen, and I invited 6 close friends and family members who I have known between 8 years and my entire life. I mentioned something about the trip on the last FaceTime with James's family, and everyone was like, "That sounds like it'll be fun." We moved on, and I thought nothing of it. But the next morning, James was chatting with Matt, who said in a very offhand way, "Oh, Paula wanted to know if Op could send her the details for the bachelorette so she can get her flights and stuff." James was very taken off guard and was like, I'll talk to her," and Matt was like, "Great, thanks," and then changed the subject. I am so baffled by this. Paula has never once given me an indication that she believes we are, or wants us to be, any closer than we are. We hang out once a year during the holidays. I can't remember the last time she asked me a question about myself. She didn't even text me when my dog died. And again, all of this is completely fine with me. I don't need my fiancé's brother's wife, who lives a time zone away, to be my BFF. But it truly never occurred to me that she would even want to be invited. If Paula were the one getting married, I would never in a million years expect to be invited to her bachelorette, let alone assume I was invited. This all happened on Sunday/Monday, and I still just don't know how to respond to this, especially because Paula didn't reach out to me directly. Here's the part where I'm worried I'm being a jerk. The path of least resistance would, of course, be to invite Paula, but I just don't want to. The friends and family who are coming to my bachelorette all have met each other already, mesh well, and are extremely important to me. I am the only person in this group who Paula has met, and we have such a surface-level relationship that I feel we barely know each other. The trip is going to involve a lot of hiking and outdoorsy stuff in a location that's very special and nostalgic to me. Paula prefers to stay indoors and has skipped the family's annual Christmas walk every year that I've known her. I don't think she would have a lot of fun, and I also don't want to be worried about her experience the whole time. And beyond all of that, there is a part of me that really resists capitulating to the expectations of someone who has not even told me directly that she would like to come. I would never, ever dream of inviting myself to someone's bachelorette, let alone doing so via a game of telephone. We're heading to James's family for the holidays next week, and I'm so anxious and truly don't know how to handle this. I really don't want to hurt Paula's feelings, but I want to be surrounded by my closest friends and family at my bachelorette, and we just don't have that kind of relationship. Do I just leave it alone and wait for Paula to bring it up? Do I proactively sit her down to talk through it? Do I just get over myself and invite her? Update 1 day later. Thank you to everyone who weighed in on my post. I appreciate all the advice and thoughts, even from those of you who called me a jerk and or privately messaged me to tell me to basically bully Paula until she uninvited herself. I will not be doing that, but thank you so much. After posting yesterday, I sat with my feelings and tried to figure out why I was having such a strong "I don't want to invite her" response, given that we've always gotten along fine when we see each other. I came to the conclusion that what was really bothering me was the indirectness of it all. I couldn't understand why Paula didn't just reach out to me herself, and it made me worry that I had done something to make her feel like she couldn't. But I also decided that it was more important for her to feel included than for me to have the perfect close-knit group trip I had been envisioning. Like everyone pointed out, it's just one weekend, and she will presumably be in my life forever. So I called her yesterday evening, the first time either of us has ever called the other, lol, and the conversation went like this. Me, hi Paula. I'm about to send over all the bachelorette info, and I'm so excited that you'll be there. I just wanted to check in, though, and make sure that you know you can totally reach out to me about things like this going forward. I hope I haven't done or said anything to make you feel like you can't, and if I have, I'd love for us to talk it through. Paula, long, confused silence. That's really nice of you, but I think there's been a miscommunication or something? I hadn't been planning on coming to your bachelorette. Me, also confused. Oh, okay. I just thought, since Matt asked me to send you the info. Paula, he what? Me, confusion intensifies. Paula, I'm going to talk to him real quick. Let me call you back. 10 very stressful minutes later, Paula called back and basically said that Matt got in his head about worrying that Paula was feeling hurt and left out, which she was not. She was like, no offense, this trip sounds like my worst nightmare, lol, and he had the galaxy brain idea to like parent trap us into thinking that Paula was supposed to come on this trip. Instead of just talking to either of us? The end result is that Paula has no desire to come to the bachelorette, never did in the first place. Matt has apologized, and this all encompasses the most in-depth conversation about our feelings that we have ever had with each other, growth. Gotta love a stoic Midwestern family. Paula and I are also going to get dinner over the holidays, which will be nice and hopefully an opportunity for us to get to know each other better. Thanks again to everyone who gave their input, and sorry if you were hoping for a more dramatic update.